A lot of people don't know what rangeland ecology and management is. Somebody says biochemistry, you kind of know what that is, but rangeland ecology and management is kind of cryptic in a lot of ways. But this will give you an idea of what some of the job opportunities are in this field. Rangeland conservation is working for any federal agency like the BLM, the Forest Service. The wild horse and burrow specialists, we have graduates working in those areas. Wildlife habitat managers, ranch managers, open space managers, research technicians, weed guys, environmental consultants, mine land reclamation. We have a lot of graduates that go into that area. Natural resource planners and international range management, and all of these programs will get you ready for graduate school. Okay? Next slide. Let's see what it is. It may be, sometimes it's a secret and I don't know what it is. Is that the last one? Okay, can you turn it off? Can you make it go black for me? Okay. I want to leave you with a story that was given to me when I was just a boy by one of our tribal elders. And then the evening will be yours to go and have some more fun. There was a bear sat by the mouth of his cave, and he sat there waiting for something to come along so that he would have something to eat. Well, he sat there for a long time, and nothing came along. The longer he sat there, the more hungry he got. And eventually he got to the point where he started becoming weak. And he waited longer for something to come by. And he grew weaker and weaker and weaker by the day. So finally one day, he was sitting there and he heard very far off in the distance, heard the sound of water. He heard a river. And he said to himself, I'll go to the river, and maybe I will find something there to eat. And so he began to walk toward the sound of the river. And it was hard. It was hard because he was weak. He hadn't eaten in a very, very long time. Sometimes he had to crawl. Sometimes he didn't know if he could make it, but he kept going. He kept crawling. And finally, he got close enough to the river, he began to smell the river. And he worked his way down to the river, and he worked his way out into the river, and he found some fish. And so he ate a fish, caught fish, and he ate it. He ate another fish. He caught some more fish, and he ate 10, 15, 20, 25 fish he ate. And he began to grow stronger as he ate these fish. And after he'd eaten all he could eat of the fish, he decided to walk back to his cave. And he was walking back to his cave now. It was easier to walk. He had some food in his belly. He was stronger now. And he came upon some leaves and some roots. And so he ate some leaves and roots. And he ate all that he wanted. And he continued walking toward his cave. And just as he was about to get to his cave, he caught the scent on the air of berries. And of course, all bears like berries. And so he said to himself, I will follow the smell of these berries and I will eat some. And so he began to walk. And he walked for miles, following the smell of these berries. He walked farther, really, than any bear had ever walked to get to a berry patch. But he was strong now. He had food in his belly. He felt good. His mind was clear. And finally, he came over a little saddle and he looked down on the biggest berry patch a bear had ever seen. And he began to eat. And he ate. And he ate. And he ate. And he ate. He slurped and he smacked and he rolled in the berries. He got berry juice all over his backside. He just had more berries than you could imagine. And after he'd eaten all of the berries he could eat, he rolled over on his back and looked up at the sky, and he said, "I'm glad I took the opportunity to get some food for myself today." And so, my challenge to you is not to go out and get food, but my challenge to you is to be a part of solving this challenge that we have with society being disconnected from agriculture, disconnected from ranching, disconnected from where their food comes from. Take the opportunity to talk to someone that you know is disconnected. Take that opportunity. Take the opportunity to educate yourself, to get your education, those of you who would, in an agricultural field, so that you can be a part of this solution. Because if we don't figure out how to do this, we're going to have some hungry people in the world. Our population is going to grow by another 2 billion, they tell us, in the next generation. How are we going to feed all of those folks? How are we going to get water to all of those folks if we don't solve this disconnect between society in general in this country and agriculture, ranching, and where their food comes from? So take that opportunity. Enjoy the rest of your time here. Have fun. You're going skating tonight, right? I will leave you to it, and have fun. Come back to see us. Seniors come back in the fall. Juniors come back next year, and we'll enroll you here. We'll sign you up. So thank you for letting me speak. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming and speaking to us today. One of our goals throughout this year has been advocating and promoting agriculture, and you helped us to do just that. I know that these students will use this information, and you have motivated them to do even better. Please accept this as a token of our appreciation.